Recording on. Everybody see my screen? Just type in yes. Okay, I want to thank all of you for coming. This is the seminar on social media and internet marketing. My name is Alan Fine, and thank you all for being here. It's going to be a great training session, and once again, I hope all of you have downloaded and printed off the training manual because you're going to be taking lots of notes today. That's one of the biggest things I see from my clients when they go to these workshops or training webinars is I wish I would have taken notes sooner. So take lots of notes, okay? Here we go. Massive action trumps planning every single time, and that's what we're taking today. And once again, I want to commend you, and you should all give yourselves a pat in the back and a thumbs up as you're taking action and working on your business, not in your business today. So how many of you think it's important to work on your business on a regular basis? Just type in yes if you do. Got a couple of you typing in yes. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Over the next 5 hours, over the next 2 days are going to be the most important time you spend on your business all year. Once again, because you're working on your business, and we all know that's hard to do. Life gets in the way. Kids, family, the business itself, serving customers, and marketing for our businesses kind of falls by the wayside on a regular basis, right? So working on our business is very, very important. At the end of tomorrow, you will know the following information. You'll be able to assess where you are now as far as your marketing plan and online identity. We're going to bring out a list of social media and website items. We're going to identify goals and problem areas, and I'm here to help you create a plan. So once again, take notes. As well as, you might have noticed, I talk a little bit fast. I'm from Toronto. All you Torontonians out there know what I'm talking about. And you can have a little laugh about that, right? So if I talk too quickly and you don't understand what I said, just type in the chat box. I'll be happy to repeat myself and go over it again. So we're going to go over these following items. Does your website content need refreshing? Do you have a Facebook business page? Does it need refreshing and content? Do you have a blog? Does it need refreshing and does it need content? And a lot of you have blogs, some of you don't have blogs. So talk about blogging and what the best platform for blogging is. Do you have a Twitter account? Do you have a LinkedIn account? And does your profile need updating? LinkedIn recently changed their profile or their interface again. It's very, very important that you all have a really kick-ass LinkedIn account because unlike Facebook, where here's a video of my dog taking a funny crap, LinkedIn is all about business and only business, and I get so much business from LinkedIn. I'm going to try to give you as much great LinkedIn information as I possibly can. Do you have an aggregator? I was right in the middle of creating a new video for Jetpack. Unfortunately, the phone kept ringing, so I'll be having that up tomorrow probably. I'll create it after the webinar is finished, and therefore you'll have to see that tomorrow, all right? So, Jetpack is very, very important. As you know, some of you had Posterous in the back end of the whole system, and as we all know, Posterous is no longer around. Twitter bought them about a year ago, and unfortunately, they, as opposed to expanding their program and their website, decided just to close it down. And I would have just sold the whole thing for a couple $1 million to somebody if I was them. But I guess Twitter bought them and decided to just shut it down, which I think is a really stupid mistake. But, you know, it belongs to them, not me. So, do we have also an email system? I use one that I'll tell you about during the workshop. email marketing is very, very important. On the front page of my website, you'll see a sign-up form for a free gift I give away called Facebook Marketing Extreme, and I'll recommend all of you to go there and put your information on my website address, which is executiveedge1.com, and sign up for that. And very, very important, because if you don't capture the data from your visitors on your website, you can't stay in front of them on a regular basis. Next thing is, do you have access to your own website properly? I can't tell you how many clients I take on a regular basis, and we go to do things on the website. It takes them almost a week sometimes to get access to the website, as far as the username, passwords for the hosting package, as well as if they have a CMS, which stands for Content Management System, such as WordPress, for editing the website. They have no clue how to get in the back end. So very, very important. Do you have a password text file somewhere? And we're going to work on that also, as far as making sure you all do. So next time you want to go into something like LinkedIn or Facebook or your website, you have all the passwords and usernames right in front of you, so you can go on there right away. Don't get overwhelmed. I'm here to help you make a plan. A lot of you will be a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of information and the fact I'm going to massively over-deliver for you during the webinar. But we're here to make a plan, and you guys need to know this information as far as what you need to do for your website and also for your internet marketing plan for yourself. Very, very, very important that you know all this information. And if you do know all this information, at least you can make an informed decision and move forward. Look at the big picture, map out some plans, put some goals together, strategize and dream. Sometimes as we get into business and we grow up together, we have these great lofty dreams, and as we get beat down by life, sometimes our dream gets smaller. We'll talk about dream building and how we can help you that way. Build rewards, have a tactical plan, as well as at the very, very end of the webinar, give you a chance to be accountable to somebody, including yourself, and also, do you need or want some ongoing help? Many of you who come to my webinars on a regular basis really need some ongoing help, but you don't know who to turn to, and you don't know a way of getting that for yourselves, and I'll make sure you do it at the very, very end. So take lots of notes, like I said, and also, I want your commitment to stay to the very, very end of today and tomorrow. So we'll end at 12:30 Calgary time sharp. If you're in Toronto, it'll be 2:30. If you're in Vancouver, it'll be 11:30. But do I have all of your commitments to stay to the very, very end of today and tomorrow? That's really, really important. If I do, say yes in the chat box, please. If you don't or can't, I want to know about it now. So if you can't stay to the very, very end of today and tomorrow, some of you said yes. I need all of you to type in yes or no. So if you haven't, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to, wait till all of you type in yes or no. So I need all of you to type in yes or no, please. Okay, that's most of you. I know a couple of you still haven't typed in yes or no. There you go. I think that's almost all of you there. Okay, so if you do stay to the very, very end of tomorrow's webinar, I'll be giving away something worth $100 for free at the very, very end. All right, so I'll make it worth your while to stay. So if you want to learn faster and remember more of what you learn, you need to be actively, committedly engaged in your learning. How many of you, type in yes or no, have been to a webinar or a live seminar where everybody's sitting there not participating with their arms crossed and their faces like a poker face, and you're not doing nothing at all, and the speaker's talking and no one does nothing? Have you guys ever been to one of those beforehand? Aren't they terrible? You feel almost embarrassed for the person. So I need you to be fully engaged in today's webinar. We'll have a lot more fun. It's boring and hard to concentrate. Thank you, Lisa, very much. So I'm going to read these 4 different webinar rules. At the very, very end, I need you all to say yes or no, and I need all of you to say yes or no. I'm going to go through the list very carefully, and if you haven't said yes or no, I'm going to call you out. All right? So, number 1, I promise to be fully engaged in the webinar and play at a level of 100%. Number 2, I promise to have high energy and participate fully. Number 3, I promise to ask questions when I have them. I'm here to train you, so if you have a question, I need you to ask it, because otherwise you won't get the proper answer. And I'll tell you, if I can't answer it right now, I'll tell you to contact me right afterwards. And lastly is I promise to be patient and understanding when other participants are having any kind of challenges. All right? So go ahead, type in yes or no. I'm going to count everybody. Thank you, Martha, Diana, Dennis, GT, Lisa. That's because I had my triple, quadruple latte coffee from my super expensive coffee machine this morning. So I'm full of caffeine and ready to go, all right? Multitasking, mostly yes. Fantastic, Krista. Thank you very much. So now I'm going to look at this, and we have 20 people in here. So I'm going to just go back in here and make sure we have 20 yeses in here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Only have 17. 3 of you didn't say yes or no. So if I have to go through the list over here, I will, and call your name out. So if you didn't say yes over here, type in yes now. I know there's at least 1 or 2 of you who didn't say yes. Do I need to go through the list over here and call you out? So I have, saying yes, I have Krista and Lisa and Vanita and GT and Diana, Mithra, Dennis, Meredith, Sarah, Mitchell, Nancy, Diana, Betty, Vicky, Ryan, Daryl, and Lisa. So Pat, I didn't see your name in here. Pat, are you there? Come on, Pat. Get it together and type in yes. Pat, I can hear you now. Okay, who else is in there? Was Ryan in there? Ryan, did you say yes? Ryan? Ryan. Yes, he did. Okay, there, good buddy. Okay, well, that's fine. Some of you want to play and a few of you don't. That's fine. It's okay with me. Is it okay if I tell you about myself and why I'm qualified to teach all of you? Type in yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I've been doing internet marketing for 10 years now, and with that in mind, I have gotten many of my clients to #1, page 1 of Google. In fact, here is one of my clients, Calgary Painting Company. So if you all want to go to this website for a second, here's a brand new client of mine, Calgary Painting Company. So if you look on google.ca, you'll be able to see their local business listing over here for Calgary Painting Company. So getting them on the front page of Google by an LBL is very, very important. And here's another one of my clients, Calgary Sprinkler Systems. Calgary Sprinkler Systems. And as you can see, page 1, #1 for their website, and actually #2 also on the internet. So I've been creating websites for clients on a regular basis for the last, I'd say 10 years now, and I've gotten very, very good at it as far as creating websites that convert, as well as doing internet marketing as far as Facebook pages, blogs. Everybody have a blog here? Does anybody not have a blog? Type in yes or no if you have a blog. No blog. Blog, yeah, no. No, okay, a lot of you don't have blogs. Just got one. So blogs are very, very important. It's very, very important you all have a blog for yourself, because of the fact that blogging is probably the easiest way to send out free information and free education for your clients or for yourself to allow you to promote your website and promote yourself on the internet for free. So everybody should have a blog, and we'll talk about that. Also, I've been in business now since 1990 approximately, so a long, long time. I've owned several companies, but my real passion is internet marketing and website design. And so for me, I've been doing training programs for clients now for about 3 years and have thousands of clients, as you can see on my website. You can go there and see all the people I have. These are my clients on the internet. Any of these websites, you'll see they convert well and have high authority and high rankings on the internet. So I also do videos. Videos are very, very important on the internet, video marketing. So talk about videos. So you can go to this page you want to and check out all the videos I've done. And so with that in mind, being on the internet nowadays is crucial, because the internet isn't going away anywhere. How many of you, just ask quickly, have used Yellow Pages last year? Anybody? So when we're all going to go and purchase a new item or go and research a company, what's the first thing you all do? Go to Google and search for the website or search for their company name. And so having a great website that converts is crucial. I want to make sure that all of you are set up on Google for great results and actually make money, because a lot of companies and individuals I train or who hire me in the very beginning simply have an online business card that doesn't convert at all. So thank you all for sharing. I appreciate it very much. The first thing I want to do is go over the webinar rules for internet marketing and business declarations. So have all of you heard of the law of attraction? Has anybody not heard about the law of attraction before? Do all of you know what law of attraction is? Okay, so Vanita. So the law of attraction is this. This is the theory behind it. We all are made of the same stuff that the universe is made of. And as you all have seen any kind of shows on Learning Channel or History Channel about the universe, we all know that energy came together and produced mass, and then mass came together as dust particles and everything else came together to create the sun and the stars and the planets and everything else. So we're all made of the same stuff, the stars, and we're all made of energy. And there's a way of tapping into that, Vanita, energy source, and making everything and anything that you want to have happen in your life happen for you. But there are some rules for it. So the rules, I believe, for law of attraction are the following. Please write this down. Number one, think it. The first part of law of attraction, of attracting anything and everything you want in the universe, is to think it. The second rule of law of attraction is to write it down on paper. By writing it down on paper, you make it real, and therefore you can manifest these things for yourself and have them come to fruition. The third thing of law of attraction, third rule, is to speak it. You must share your vision and your goals with other people. And that's what this is all about. So, on the count of 3, I want you all to read these 5 different goals for yourself and make a commitment to me to print them out on a piece of paper, stick them on your mirror or somewhere where in the morning you can read them every single day. Okay? So here we go on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. By focusing and speaking my greatest desires, I'm attracting them every day. Number 2, I am confident, I am resilient, I am a great marketer, and I am attracting new clients every single day. Number 3, by tapping into the law of attraction, I can create what I want to and do it effortlessly. Number 4, I add value to people's lives and their lives, and I do that before helping myself. Number 5, there is nothing I cannot do if I put my mind to it. I want to make a difference, helping people who want to make a difference, making a difference in other people's lives. Give yourselves a high five and give me a hell yeah or a yeehaw. Amen. Hell yeah. Come on, give me a yeehaw. Bonita, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Didn't that feel great? And also, number 4, number 5 are really important to me. I noticed that I said adding value to people and their lives before helping myself. If you try to add value to other people's lives before you help yourself, I promise you the universe will reward you in spades. For instance, having all of you here, I attract people to my webinars who are like-minded to me. And that's why all of you are here. Because like me, I'm sure you want to make a difference, helping other people who want to make a difference, making a difference in other people's lives. It's really about paying it forward, isn't it? And that's why you are all here, because like me, I bet all of you have the same mindset I have. So the first exercise we're going to do today is getting a clear vision of what you want. They say that many roads will take you where you want to go. The fastest way to get there where you want to go is straight line. By having an extremely clear vision of what you want in your life, you'll be able to get there faster. So, how many of you have never written your goals on paper or haven't done that in the last year? Just type in, if you have done it last year, type in yes. If you haven't done it, either ever or in the last year, type in no, please. So some of you have put your goals on paper in the last year, and some of you haven't. And maybe some of you haven't done it recently, maybe in the last month. And you know what? Our goals are changing on a regular basis. So many of you came here to talk about and learn about internet marketing. And internet marketing, trust me, is what I will train you on. But guess what? Internet marketing is just learning more stuff. And if just learning more stuff was enough, we would all be skinny and rich, right? So this is more important than internet marketing because this will give you everything you want in life. So we're going to take 5 minutes right now. I want you all to, once again, I know you've done it, some of you recently, but if you haven't done it in the last 30 days, I want all of you to write down your goals. Now, the law of attraction says that the more clear you are and the more detailed you are in writing down your goals, the more the universe will respond. The universe doesn't like wishy-washy goals, as in, I want to make more money. Great. How much money you want to make? When do you want to make it by? How do you want to make it? Once again, it doesn't have to be a paragraph. It can be 1 or 2 sentences, but don't just write down, I want to make more money. Because I want you guys to maybe email me these goals afterwards. I really want to see your goals because I want to know more about you. So if you can send me a quick email of what your goals are, either type them out in an email or write them on a sheet and transfer them to the email afterwards. I would love to see your goals, really would. So my goals are to make $1 million by 2015 and have $1 million cash in the bank. I want to do this by my ongoing e-commerce business model I have, which I'll talk to all of you about during the webinar. I want to have a great marriage with my wife. How many of you are married? Type in yes. Yes, Nancy, yes, yes, yes. Yes, Pat, thank you very much. No, okay. Recently engaged. So for all of you who are married, marriage is hard sometimes, eh? Is marriage hard sometimes? Type in yes. Yes. Marriage is challenging sometimes. Being married with somebody, it's work. I find it's work, but it's worth it. And having a great marriage takes work also. What you focus on will come to fruition, and what you don't focus on won't. So very, very important that I have a great marriage with my wife. I'm working on it all the time. And as you know, some of us who are husbands, right, the wife is always right. Happy wife, happy life, LOL, right? So very, very important. Also, my kids are very important. Any of you have kids at all? Type in yes. Any of you guys have kids? 2 sons, 4 kids, 2 kids, 2 kids, 2 daughters. I have 2 daughters also. I have 2 daughters who are 6 and 8 years old, beautiful girls. So it's very, very important. I have a great, plan for my daughter set up. I wish to God that my parents would have started doing some kind of savings for me when I was a little kid. So I actually have 2 saving plans for my daughters. I put in $50 a month, and by the time they're 60 years old, they'll both have $1 million at $50 a month between now and then. So do any of you guys have a savings plan for your kids already? If you don't, start one now. All right? So take 5 minutes once again and write down goals for yourself and make them detailed. All right? So go ahead, start now. 5 minutes. Write down 6 detailed goals. I want to make sure that all of you have detailed goals for yourself. Okay? And very, very important that you have written down detailed goals for yourselves. Okay? Go ahead. Some goals people have told me are traveling around the world with your family on a worldwide vacation. And make your goals big, by the way. Don't make wishy-washy little tiny goals. I want to go camping for the weekend. No. Some goals people have told me, I want to help my parents because my parents have worked so hard their whole lives and they're still working at 65 years old because they have to, not because they want to. So very, very, very important that you all have great goals. Once again, 6 great goals. Make them detailed. Almost done. Okay, fantastic. So let's minimize this for a second here. I was seeing if anybody had any trouble getting onto the webinar interface. Thank you very much for doing that for me. I sure appreciate it very much. So tell me some of your I'm right here. some of your goals there. Do you have a suggestion, Arthur? Go ahead. What's your suggestion, Arthur? I'm whack? What do you mean by that? Maintain a healthy lifestyle. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Pat. What else? Suggest some of your goals here. What are your top goals? Thank you very much. What else? Earn $300,000 a year. What else? Have a business fully supported by our family. That's fantastic. What else? Anybody else at all? Exercise and good health, career change. That's fantastic. Great. Live by the sea as Spearfish. That's fantastic, Dennis. Thank you. Formalize with Greg Turner Foundation. Awesome. That's awesome, Lisa. Great, great, great results. Okay, so next thing I'm going to do is measure those goals on your true heart's desire intensity scale. So next page, I want you really to think about what those goals are. So on the top of on the bottom where it says list of desires, put 1 to 6. On the top there, you put in your true heart's intensity desire scale. Give you a minute for that as far as how important is that goal to you on your list of things you want to do for yourself. Just how important is that for you? Okay? So on a scale of 1 to 10, and go ahead. Think about that. Really think about how important those goals. For instance, my family, that's a 10. Traveling the world with my family, that's maybe a 9 or an 8. It's very, very important, but not as important as my family. So once again, really think about that. Put your number 1 and number 6 on the bottom, and then put a little dot on the top above it as far as how important those goals are to you. And once again, some people think that this kind of stuff is airy-fairy out there. I think this kind of stuff is important for your life and your goals as far as putting your goals on paper and making sure you know how important they are. So that's good. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So number 4, we're going to say the little phrase in the bottom over here on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. In an easy, relaxed manner, in a healthy and positive way, in its own good time for the highest good of all, I desire and intend to have a great family life and also to have a great relationship with my kids, to come into my life and the lives of all who hold this intention, this or something better. Once again, give yourselves a high five. And I want to thank you all for sharing. Some people are kind of negative on these things over here. I don't want them in my webinar. I don't want them in my life. Thank you very much. And they can just go and do their own thing afterwards. So, are you all ready now to start the actual marketing part of the program? Say yes if you are, and give me a hell yeah. Thank you very much, Nancy. Appreciate that. Here we go here. So, the marketing quadrant cycle. So what is the first thing you need to do for your company when you're marketing? Anybody have any suggestions at all? What's the very first thing you need to do for marketing? No right or wrong answers. Put it out there. The first thing you do for marketing. Come on, guys. Well, plan. Thank you much, Lisa. Reach your customers. Create a website. Communicate. Advertise. So communication, Lisa. Thank you very much. So putting out your marketing to your possible prospects. All right. So let's say already say we have a website already, and you have a business already. The first thing you do in your marketing cycle is putting out your marketing message to your, not your customers, but your potential prospects. Let's go over that for a second as to what are some of the ways we use to put out our marketing message. What do we use there? What is some of the things we use to put out our marketing message to our potential prospects? How about social media? Internet marketing? Email marketing? Email? Trade shows maybe? Yes, traditional advertising? Newspaper ads? Telemarketing? Anything else at all? Referral marketing. Thank you, Ryan, very much. Appreciate that. Anybody else have any suggestions? Referral marketing? That was a good one, Ryan. I'll write that down in my notebook for next time. TV ads, radio ads, that's good. And hopefully all of you are writing these things down for yourself. As in I am writing down these ones also. Billboards, thank you very much, Pat. Appreciate that. So let's say now you have your marketing message out there and you marketed your message to your clients or your potential clients. What's step number 2? So you marketed your message. What's step number 2? Contact, follow-up. Follow-up, that's close, Daryl. Follow-up, engage the audience, meeting. What about communicate value by having an automated response system when they're ready to buy? Have you ever seen an ad or a marketing message from a company and you were not ready to buy yet? Anybody? Yes, no? Because we all know that we're not ready to buy quite yet sometimes. Maybe we're ready to buy something. Oh, I need a new car. My car is, let's say 10 years old or 5 years old. I need a new car. Am I going to go buy a new car tomorrow? Maybe, probably not though. It's in the back of your mind. So, an automated response system. Exactly. So, what is the traditional name for an automated communication system? Anybody? What is an automated communication system called, let's say on a website? Autoresponder. Go to sleep. So when I say go to sleep, I'm talking to my Dragon dictation software, not you guys. Okay? So an automated autoresponder. Look on my website for a second on my front page. As I mentioned beforehand, this is my front page of my website and this Facebook Marketing Extreme right here. This is an autoresponder that I have, which I'll be talking about during the webinar. And this allows me to capture somebody's name and email address and the town or city they live in so that I can create a series of pre-formatted messages to them that will keep me top of mind. And keeping me top of mind is very, very important. Why? Why is keeping me top of mind very, very important? Anybody, everybody, come on. Because maybe I'm not ready to buy right now. Right? So, write this down. This is very important. This is gold. Are you all ready? Say yes, please. Out of the 100% of your total audience that you send your marketing to, 3% are actively looking for your product right now. They are ready to buy right away. 30%, or say 7%, are open to sometime in the very near future, a few weeks to a few months. So they know they're ready to buy. But they are going to do their research. But they're ready to buy very soon. And that's 7%. 30% are aware that they need to do this sometime in the future, somewhere around 3 months to a year. And 30% are called unconscious buyers. They can be convinced to buy from you if given the right criteria. Go to sleep. So, the right criteria. Let's say you're walking down the aisle of a grocery store and there's somebody doing demos about soup, and they give you a sheet on soup, and one of the items on the sheet says, did you know that the majority of soups contain preservatives and chemicals that can make you more hungry and fat? And our soup is the only soup that doesn't have these chemicals or these preservatives. And all of a sudden you go, oh my goodness, I need to buy your soup right now. So they were unconscious. They did not know they needed your product, but they do know now. Does that make sense, everybody? Just type in yes, please. Does anybody not understand that? Okay, great. So once again, wake up. 3% are actively looking right now. 7% are going to buy in the next few weeks. 30% are going to buy in the next 3 months to a year. And 30% are unconscious that if you give them the right criteria, they will buy from you. Go to sleep. 99% of the market are battling in a dogfight for that 3% who are going to buy right now. My strategy is to create systems and marketing information for that other 67%, wake up, for that other 67% of the market. Wake up for that other 67% of the market. Go to sleep So you tell me, what sounds better? Being in a dogfight for that 3% of the market with 99% of everybody else, or being in a concise marketing plan to try to capture that 67% of the market that 99% of everybody is ignoring? What sounds better to you guys? Planning, 6-7%. Thank you, Nancy, very much. Appreciate that. Target market. So my goal is to help all of you put together plans and systems to go after that 67% of the market that everybody else is ignoring, because trust me, if you do, you'll see a huge increase in your business. And one of the most important things is, number one, having a autoresponder on the front page of your website. So let me ask you, does anybody have an autoresponder like me on the front page of their website? Anybody at all? Okay, so if you want an autoresponder on the front page of your website, go here right now, and at the bottom of the page, look at ARP Reach Autoresponder. This is an autoresponder that goes on the back end of your hosting server, as opposed to MailChimp or other MailChimp or Constant Contact or other companies that charge a monthly fee and can be up to, I don't know, a year. This one, they charge as a one-time installation fee, but I have a deal for you. As a one-time fee, and I'll also install it for you on your server and train you on it. That is something the guys at ARP Reach won't do for you. They won't train you on it. They won't help you out. All they have is videos, but even their videos aren't very good. But having someone train you on it, I find, is the most important thing. That'll be training by a webinar, if there's enough of you, or training you one-on-one, if there's only a few of you. Okay? So having an autoresponder on your front page of your website, like I do over here, is probably one of the most important tools I have for capturing people's information. And if you want to go on there and fill out the Facebook Marketing Stream, you'll get a free $55 value for yourself. But that'll allow you to get their email address and their name, which is very, very important. And you can send people information. And you have two choices on the autoresponder. Set up a pre-formatted series of emails, let's say a dozen, that goes out over 12 weeks, as well as doing email blasts on demand to your whole list or only sections of your list as people sign up for different things. Anybody have any questions about that? About autoresponders in general? Any questions at all? Okay, so once we have an autoresponder on our system and we communicate value and we stay top of mind and in front of their face by sending out emails on a regular basis, what is the next step of the marketing cycle? Anybody know? Anybody have an idea? Want to guess? Next step of the marketing cycle is... Somebody must have an idea. Come on. Just throw it out there. No wrong answers at all. Follow up. Thank you very much. Interaction. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So, the next step of the marketing cycle, I believe personally, is presentation marketing. So, you all saw the emails from SwarmJam or City Express because of the fact at some point in time you got on their email list, right? Just type in yes. Okay, you're on SwarmJam's email list, and all of a sudden you saw an email from them with all these cool things from my offer as far as training you on internet marketing, and no one else is doing that. So good for you guys, good for all of you being here today to do that with me. I appreciate it. And then now you're on a presentation marketing interface where I'm going to give you some phenomenal value and train you and help you feel something. And hopefully with the previous exercise that we did together, you felt something for your lives, as well as, let me ask all of you a question. Do you all get tons of spam email or emails in your email box every single day? Tons. Yes, yes, no. Some of you don't know, okay? But most of you do, okay? Most of you get emails. Now, let me ask you another important question. Why don't you open up all those emails and buy from them? And the answer isn't time, because if someone, trust me, if you were scanning your emails and someone said, I have $1 million for you for free, you would probably open up that email, right? So not your target audience, not convinced about the product. Unknown sender. Thank you, Diana. You have no relationship from them. That is the number one thing. Maybe because you don't want to buy what they're offering. That's possible also. But you have no relationship with them. You never heard them beforehand. And as opposed to building a relationship with them, they're trying to sell you something before they even talk to you. They're not providing value, right? My blog information. Here's my blog. Okay? So internet marketing, or here's one of my blog posts, all right? So if you can all go to my blog for a second. Okay? So here is my blog post, waiting for the blog post to load up. For some reason it's a little slow today, probably because we're on the GoToMeeting interface and it's sucking up my bandwidth. But the power of using classified websites for inexpensive advertising and great return. Okay? This is a blog post as copy link location. Here's the link. Okay? So go there if you can for a second, and I'll go there as soon as my blog turns on to it. When I'm posting my information, I am providing free value to my potential clients or my clients who follow my blogs. I'm providing great value to them, but I'm not trying to sell to them anything. This blog, if you read this information on my blog post, has nothing to do with buying something. The top one does, but the majority, probably 95% of my blog posts, have nothing to do with trying to sell you something. All I'm trying to do is provide free value and free education for you. Okay? So with that in mind, I want to provide great value because, let me ask all of you, now that you've met me, if I send you all an email tomorrow, will you read it? Yes, 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 yes. So why will you read it? It's because you know me. We have a connection now together. And people will buy from you when they know you, like you, and trust you, right? So it's very, very important all of you learn how to do presentation marketing. And believe me, all of you can do this. I don't care what your business is in. All of you can do presentation marketing. Thank you, Lisa. I have made myself an expert in my field, but not only have I made myself an expert in my field, I've provided so much social proof for that, as far as my website and my blog and my LinkedIn page and my YouTube page and my video page and everything I have, my Facebook business page. I've worked very hard being in the Calgary Herald on the article on my website. I've worked very, very hard at creating myself as an expert in my field, as well as what I'm doing with you guys right now, which is presentation marketing, to make you feel something so that if you do ever want what I'm offering, then you'll be my client. And once again, thank you, Lisa. I will be a phenomenal source of information and a referral for those wanting to learn more. I couldn't put it any better, Lisa. Thank you very much once again. Great words of wisdom. You want to do all the same thing yourself also. You must build value and trust and position yourself with the buying criteria for your clients to give them a great education and make yourself effective and influence them, and also to serve. My real goal is to help 10,000 people in 2013. I can only do that with your help. By training all of you, I am hoping that some of you will become my clients, but mostly I'm hoping that all of you will go out and help somebody else with the information I've given you. I have good enough. Sometimes Dragon doesn't quite get the words you're saying, but it's pretty accurate. And I can talk a lot faster than I can type. My typing's terrible, but I can speak pretty fast. So, what is the last part of, thank you, Vanita, Unidragon as well. So thank you very much for sending me your goals in email. I appreciate it very much. So what is the last part of the presentation marketing quadrant? Anybody? You said it beforehand. Somebody said it beforehand. Who was it? It was... Just going back here in the interface. Someone had the answer. And the winner is There, Meredith. Meredith. Thank you, Nancy. Meredith and Nancy. Follow up. Don't give up. So, I follow up for 3 years. I will keep following up with somebody in a nice way until they tell me no or F off. Trust me, I've had people tell me to F off beforehand, but obviously they're not my clients in the first place. I don't care. They're not saying F off to me. They're saying F off to my offer. So all of you must follow up. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see companies who don't follow up properly. They don't follow up properly on a regular basis, and therefore they're losing sales. Very, very important that you all follow up on a regular basis. And once again, I follow up 3 years. So, anybody have any questions about the marketing cycle at all? Anybody have questions? Anybody at all? Questions? Okay, let's move on then, all right? So the next thing is going to be Market Samurai. Yeah, that's very important, Lisa. Thank you very much for sharing that. You need to learn. They're not saying no to you as a person. They're saying no to your business offer. And if you can really embrace that for yourself, then hearing no is not a big deal anymore. It's just a learning curve, right? So let's open Market Samurai. Here's my Market Samurai. So can some of you put your website address in here? So I know a bunch of you have websites. Why don't you just type your website address or copy and paste your website address into the chat box? We're going to go over a couple of people's websites and figure out if the website is properly positioned for the internet. Great. So Vance Creek Hotel, copy. Let's go here and put it here instead. There, thank you much. I appreciate all of you for playing and sharing at a level of 100%. Okay, so Nancy, home decor. What is it again? Home decor staging. Let's do Nancy's first because she said, choose me, choose me. Right, so what is your number one key phrase, Nancy, as far as you're concerned? Let's look on the back end. Okay, so by the way, before you answer that, Nancy, by the way, watch carefully, everybody. If you want to see the source code and hopefully the key phrases for anybody's website, click off the website on the white spaces on left-hand or right-hand side, right-click on there, and go View Page Source. Everybody see View Page Source? Just type in yes. It's right over here. Type in yes if you see this properly. No one's typing in yes. You can't see this at all. Can you see this at all? Anybody? Guys, are you there? Type in yes, please. Can you see where my mouse is going View Page Source? Is anybody typing in yes? Oh, okay, maybe you are, but it's at the bottom here. Okay, great, fantastic. That wasn't the bottom of the thing chat box. Okay, so View Page Source, a new window opens, and you can look at anybody's source code on the internet. All right, and hopefully, Nancy, you have the all-in-one SEO pack on the back end, and hopefully you have your keywords here. So let's just see if you do or not. View, find keywords. No, you don't have it on there. So very, very important. So without using that, so I would recommend, Nancy, as using WordPress as a interface, plug in and find all-in-one SEO pack. Great WordPress plugin, will help you dramatically with your rankings. So then with that in mind, yeah, type in all-in-one SEO pack is better than Yoast. So click anywhere off the website, Dennis. Here's the main section over here. Off the left-hand side in the white space, I'm clicking on there and going View Page Source. And here the page source pops up. All right? So once again, what is the #1 key phrase for this website? No problem, Dennis. Thank you, no problem. What is the #1 key phrase? Home decor. Oh, it's yours, Vanita? I thought it was Nancy's. Home decor. Where are you? What city are you in? So whoever's website this is, don't anybody else answer. So Nancy, this is your website, right? Type in yes. Okay, so Toronto home decor staging, right? So let's type in new project, Toronto home decor staging. So that would probably be the most logical key phrase for Nancy's website. I pop it in there for the key phrases. I then click on the second box and it self-propagates. Now because we're only going to search for Toronto or Canada, we're going to click on the drop-down menu and Canada, click on Create, Keyword Research button. Now, unless you bought the full version of Market Samurai, all of those boxes will be blanked out or not functional unless you bought the full version of Market Samurai. The next thing is, have I included my Google AdWords information by clicking on File, Settings, Accounts, and make sure my Google AdWords account is in the back end of my Market Samurai interface. Otherwise, it won't work properly. So on my video training page, it shows you how to create a brand new free Google AdWords account. I have it in the back end of Market Samurai, File, Settings, Accounts, pop in my Google AdWords information, save, and then I click on Generate Keywords, and the Google Keyword tool will load. This is so important and a big mistake that probably 95% of business owners make, and that's why I keep on telling you guys, buy this software. It will be worth it for you to buy this software because not only will you use it for your website, but you'll also use it for branding and naming your Facebook business page, your YouTube page, your blog posts. Yes, you do. If you are going to use AdWords, you need the professional version. Otherwise, once again, I don't believe it'll work. So as you can see, yes, it's going to load all the keywords and synonyms of this keyword. So the great thing about Market Samurai is not only will it do research on Toronto home decor staging, but it'll also bring the synonyms. Now, here is the interface. And before I do the keyword analysis button on the bottom right-hand side of the Market Samurai window, What I usually do, if I'm doing this for the first time for a client, I will export this keyword list, because when I click on keyword analysis, the majority of these keywords will disappear. So export, save this in my documents, and it's going to save this as an Excel file so I can look at it later on. Then I click on keyword analysis, and you can see it only has a fraction of the key phrases that it just had. I click on the local total searches button, as well as all these other buttons here. And now I'm going to sort this by the most key phrases or searches to the least amount of searches by clicking on the searches button or the searches word, which will sort everything. So you can see that Toronto home decor staging is getting less than 50 searches or 25 searches per day. Okay? So what is the best key phrase that she should be using, which would be probably either Interior Designers Toronto and maybe Toronto home staging. So I'll do another key phrase research, because I see the word home staging here is getting a lot of hits. So I'm going to put in Toronto home staging as a new keyword. Click on new keyword button. Toronto home staging. Update. Go to keyword research. Generate keywords. So what I did was I saw that Toronto, well, I'll explain that, Benita. Toronto home decor staging wasn't getting a lot of hits. But I saw where I saw the report for Toronto home decor staging that the phrase home staging was getting a lot of hits. But we don't just want home staging, we want Toronto home staging to make it specific, because, and tell me if I'm wrong, Nancy, do you do any outside work outside Toronto? Or is Toronto your main business? You're mostly Toronto, right, Nancy? Yes, no? Nancy, are you there? Oh, there you are. Okay, the bottom there, sorry. Okay, the Greater Toronto area, right. So, Toronto home staging will be probably the best key phrase to research for you, and that's why I'm doing a secondary research on Toronto home staging. And I'll choose another 2 websites to do after this to show you how to use the keyword research tool. Now, I had Market Samurai for, geez, man, probably 6 months before I saw someone train me how to use it in person, and that in-person training made such a difference for me. It was fantastic. So here we are, keyword analysis again, less than 25 searches, as it says in the manual, all the different things over here, clicked on, and then do my searches now. Okay, so it's all sorted now. I'm going to look for Toronto home staging in here. And Toronto home staging has 43 hits a day. So not a lot, but 43 times 30 is 1,290 hits per month. These are highly targeted buyers or people looking for a Toronto home stager. And tell me if I'm wrong, Nancy, if you got a good portion of 1,300 people looking for your service every single month, would that impact your bottom line? Probably it would, wouldn't it? Perfect. Thank you. So once again, let's take a look though here. Is that the best key phrase for her? Toronto Lost. What is staging at home? Toronto condos for sale. Painting Toronto. Toronto housing market. MLS listings. So once again, from looking at this, Toronto home staging or Toronto staging. Now, Toronto staging, let's just take a look at this on Google for a second. Toronto staging. And make sure this is not like theater staging. Oh, this looks like home staging also. Yeah, so it looks like Toronto staging would be even a better key phrase for you to use, Nancy. And that's why we want to use Marcus Samurai. Because look, Toronto staging Toronto or Toronto staging gets 79 hits per day, which is 2,370 searches per month. So what's a better number of people looking for your services? 2,400 or 1,300? I'd rather have, 2,400 people looking for my service than 1,300 people looking for my service. So I would say for you, Toronto staging or staging Toronto would be the key phrase you want to position your website for. And we'll talk about more about that as far as how to do that later on in the webinar. Next one we're going to look at here is, so who should we look at next? Type in me. Nancy, we did your Nancy just now. So, iPro Communications. So let's take a look at iPro. Oh, someone said please. So what's yours, Sarah? Let's do Sarah's. Adida Canada. Okay. I will do yours third, Benita, okay? So type in your URL for Adida Canada again. Just type the actual URL in there. Sarah. There we are. Oh, yes, we did. I talked to you and I think your husband the other day. So promotional products. And we had a hard time choosing your key phrase, didn't we, Sarah? So let's choose this on the front page. And let's see if this is the proper key phrase to use. So, oh, there you are. Promotional. So let's see what Marcus Samurai says to this one here. So click on New Project. Pop the key phrase in here. Take out the and. Let's see what Marcus Samurai says. Let's take out fabric and leather. And just put promotional custom products. Click on the second line. It self-propagates. Do you sell, Sarah, do you sell outside Canada? You do sell outside Canada? So I won't click on Canada as far as the drop-down menu here. Create. Keyword research. I would normally export this. I'm not going to do that right now for saving time. Keyword analysis, generate keywords. Google Keyword Search Tool is doing its thing. And let's look at, while I'm doing this, for the next person, which was Benita. Benita, put your website in here, please. So as far as you know, Benita, I have to do with Sarah's, what is your number one key phrase? If I'm going to find you on the internet, what am I typing in Google to find you? Home decor. Isn't this mostly doorknobs and knobs and mirrors and things? So look in the back end, what you have, if you have a key phrase, a keyword tag in your keywords, no, not there either. You guys really need to put keyword tags in your websites, even though Google doesn't use them. Bing and Yahoo does, and they still have about 20% of the market. Go back to Market Samurai. You think about that for a second there. So once again, I would export this list. I won't do that for saving time. So searches, let's find the actual key phrase we have in the bottom or top is promotional custom products. So promotional custom products has 217 searches per day, which is 6,510 searches per month. Let's see what else we have here. Marketing products has 110,000 searches per day. Promotional products has 9,896 searches per day across North America and probably the world. Promotional gifts. So as you can see, Market Samurai will give you the choices and information you all need to make an informed decision as to what you want to use. All right? Understand that? Sarah? So you understand, Sarah, how Market Samurai can give you the information so you can make an informed decision. All right? We'll do one more, which will be Benita's. Okay? Good versus evils. I got to see this website, by the way. I saw that beforehand on your email. So goods versus evils. So, oh, you're selling, what are you guys selling? Everything? Shop. Let's see what you sell here. Oh, a bunch of different sites. So online shopping, fantastic. E-commerce model. There you go. Awesome. Good, 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 good. Excellent. Got to see you have e-commerce. Great. So let's go back though for the other one. Door hardware elegancealways.com. So about us. Let's see what it says here about what you do. Home decor products. So let's look at home decor products. So we'll put home decor products and Market Samurai. New. Paste. Is this only in Canada? USA and Canada. So once again, I won't click on Canada. Create. Keyword research. Generate keywords. Load in the Google keyword tool. And once again, this will give you guys a good idea of what to use on your website for your key phrases. But also, you want to do this for your blog postings. If you want your blog postings to show up on the front page of Google, Well, let's see if mine does or not. Okay. So here's my blog posting, right? I want my blog post to show up on Google. Here's Google, and here is my blog post on the top of Google on my Blogger, as well as also my blog itself, my blog spot, as well as my blog itself. That gives me reach into, and on my Facebook business page also, that gives me reach from my market that will allow people to find me when they're looking for this kind of information. That is really important. Okay? So, and I did my research on Market Samurai as to what is the most searched for key phrase, and that's what it came up with as far as having the phrase classified websites. Classified websites, to have this in my post, that was the most powerful key phrase, as opposed to the power of using a classified website for advertising. That wasn't the most powerful key phrase by a Market Samurai. So very, very important. I always do my keyword analysis on Market Samurai, even when posting for a blog post, because wouldn't it be great if I was on the front page of Google for my blog post, which I am. Very, very important, all right? So, once again, here are my searches and home decor products. Let's find that key phrase in here. So home decor products has 178 searches per day. 178 times 30 is 5,340 searches per month for your type of business which you have. But would that be the best key phrase? Like, look over here. So interior design, home design, decorating ideas, home decor. So home decor ideas might be even a better idea, or decor online, home decor ideas, which has 3,616 searches per day. So 3,616 searches per day times 30 equals 108,000 searches per month. Once again, Market Samurai or door handles, yeah. But I'm not doing just door handles. That's pretty specific. Home accents, but competition is high for sure. But once again, Market Samurai will give you the information that you need to make an informed decision. I'm no longer guessing anymore as to what I think people are looking for in Google. I now know absolutely. So the next thing you do is for this key phrase, looking at what you need to do as far as the next step would be to go into the SEO competition module and pop your own domain in there. So here goes SEO competition. I take your domain. Where is it again? Home, elegancealways.com. I copy it. I go to Market Samurai. I add a custom URL at the bottom. I put my domain name in there. I go add URL. It does the results for me, but also I see, based upon that key phrase, do I have a hope in hell of ranking my web page on that key phrase based upon what other websites on there are doing. And what I'm looking for in this chart over here, this is the top 9. Do I have a lot of no's? So, do they have home decor products in their head tag? That is the H1 tag on a page. So, on the home page, you have mushroom knob. Okay, this is all just pictures. So I would put home decor products on the home page right over here as actual, mushroom knob, cabinet knobs, right? But I would put home decor products if you want to rank for that on the home page, and above and beyond this little thing over here where you have site under development, I would put a text box over here. So I would add a text area over here, and I would put that key phrase on here if you want to have your website rank for it. That would be an H1 tag. For instance, on my website, here is my H1 tag, Calgary Marketing Company, and that is called the H1 tag on the website that Google looks at and says, this is the most important phrase or text on the page. Okay? Next thing is home decor products in the description, which in yours it is. Is it in the actual website address? Is it in the title tag? Are you on Yahoo? Are you in DMOZ? I'll show that in a second. Do you have any backlinks to a government or educational website? How many backlinks do you have to the entire domain? How many backlinks do you have to that page? How many referring domains do you have to the entire website? How many referring domains do you have to the page? For instance, a referring domain is, well, if I have a backlink from website A, in this case, here are backlinks to all of my clients' websites. So the referring domain in this case would be executiveedge1.com. So if you go on to 5-Star Paintings domain, the referring domain is me, right? So also, what is the index count? How many pages on the domain has Bing indexed or looked at? Also, what is the trust flow? A measure of Yahoo's trust rank, with 100 being much higher. So you have a trust flow of 17. A citation flow, which is similar to Google's page rank. Here is the page rank. Your PR is 0. The top one is PR 5, which is very high. And how old is your domain? So all these different factors come into play as to, do I have a hope in hell of ranking? And even look at this over here. They have a LinkedIn page for somebody for home decor products. Holy crap. LinkedIn is being indexed on page 1 of Google. So how important is LinkedIn to your marketing program and plan? Very important. You can all get on page 1 of the internet, possibly, with LinkedIn. Very, very important strategy. So, having all these things, and one of the things I mentioned for you is DMOZ, which is over here. So, dmoz.org. Okay, here is the oldest directory on the internet. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so dmoz.org. You all want to make sure that you go to dmoz.org and put in your key phrase, and then look for the proper part of DMOZ to add your website into their directory. So Google pulls a lot of its information off of DMOZ. So it's very, very important you're in there. And the way you do that is follow along, please. I find your key phrase. In this case, it's home decor products. I type it into the search bar. Home decor products. Clicked on search. Make sure I spell it properly first. Be nice. So home decor products. So I look at what different categories and what category is probably the most important for me to be in. In this case, I see home improvement, decorating. I click on that category. It takes me to that category page. I click on the suggest URL button at the very top right-hand side of the page, which is right over here. And then I add my actual web page. Okay? So I would put your website URL in here, and make sure you always put the www. Okay? And then I put the site title in here. In this case, your site title is door hardware. I would change that to home decor products. Put in a little bit of text, maybe from the about page as far as what you guys do. And this would be a title tag, which is very, very important to have also. So description, I'll take this here for a second and find your description in the back end of your source code. Find. So here's your description. I'm going to copy the description. Go back over here and paste it. Your email address, the verification CAPTCHA, and add it, go submit. Very, very important. All of you put your websites into DMOZ, as in you see the importance of it, because Market Samurai is measuring whether you're in there or not, along with the Yahoo directory, which is paid for. I believe Yahoo is $2.99 a year. I don't think it's that important personally, but definitely DMOZ. DMOZ is free. So this is how you measure whether or not you have a hope in hell of ranking for home decor products on Google. And by all the no's I see here, I would say you probably do if you would follow my directions. Okay? So does everybody understand those two modules in Market Samurai and how to use them and why it's so important? Does anybody not understand that at all? Someone had a question here. How often do you check and update your keywords? I say do it once and then you're fine. One time you're good to go. Okay, we'll talk about a recording at the end of this whole webinar. We'll be making an offer for recordings of this whole situation afterwards. Once again, though, does everybody understand why it's so important to do actual keyword research as opposed to guessing? Because Google tracks everything. And I want to know, does my key phrase that I'm thinking of optimizing my website for get 100 hits a month, or 5,000 hits a month, as well as how hard will it be based upon all these different factors will it be for me to rank my website on Google. Now, do you all want the formula for getting on to page 1 of Google? Yes, 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 yes. Thank you very much. So write this down. This is the formula for how to rank your website on page 1 of Google. Number 1, do you have all of the back-end coding done properly? For instance, here's my website. Here's my source code. So on my website, I have my title, which has my number 1 key phrase in it. I have a keyword tag on the back end of my website for Bing and Yahoo. I have my properly formatted description, which once again has my number 1 key phrase in it. I have my Google site verification tag. I have my Bing site verification tag. I have my Yahoo site verification tag, but that's not important anymore because Yahoo actually doesn't create one anymore for you, or you cannot go back into Yahoo and do it anymore because now Yahoo uses Bing's site verification tag. So MS Validate, so MS Microsoft, okay? Also, do all of you have Google Analytics in the back end of your website? Say yes if you do. Say no if you don't. So Google Analytics. So one person said no. A bunch of you didn't answer at all. No, no, no. So all of you want to go and add the Google Analytic code by going to Google Analytics. Google Analytics. There's a login for anybody who wants it at all. Google Analytics. Here it is actually, sorry, that was a login for my Google account. Probably this is it, probably right here. Okay, this is really, really important to have, and we'll talk more about this tomorrow probably, but Google Analytics will give you, once again, more information about your website, how many visitors, how many are return visitors as opposed to new visitors, how many people are coming to your site from social media posts. So that's social media tracking, and that's new in Google Analytics. What key phrases are they looking for on Google that they found you on? What part of the world or country are they coming from? What browser are they using? and so on and so on and so on and so on. Tons of information, and the best of all, give me a yippee! Yippee! Because it's free. So we all like free, right? So once again, the biggest thing I find from my clients is they're not going on it often enough to read the information. Very, very important that you do that. You go on there at least once a month and read the information to know, is my website converting? You know, do you guys want a business card online or a website that makes you money? I'm sure you all want a website that makes you money as opposed to a business card online. So getting back to the formula for ranking page 1 in Google, do you have, number 1, is all the back-end coding done properly? Number 2, on-page optimization. What does your website say as far as the actual text? So you can all read the information I have on my website for website copywriting. You can go there for a second right now and read the information. So website copywriting is, does the website copy on my website do 2 things? Get people to pick up the phone and call me or email me, and is the copy properly written for the search engines? Do I have several of my key phrases smattered about the page so Google can read the information? Okay? Does everybody understand what website copywriting or on-page optimization is? Anybody not understand that? Okay, so once again, does my web page have my key phrases on the actual page itself as text, not a graphic? So here's a graphic on my page, right? So here's a graphic on my page. See, I'm moving the graphic around and it snaps back afterwards. I need actual text on my web page. So website copywriting. Here is my key phrase I want to be found on Google, and my website as my H1 tag has that key phrase on it, so Google will see, oh, what is this web page about? I see the phrase, this is the Google robot spiders talking, I see the phrase website copywriting on there. This page must be about website copywriting. As long as you have number 3 done properly, you will rank high on Google. So, does that answer your question, Daryl? As far as number 2, on-page optimization? Great. Backlinks. Does anybody not know what a backlink is? Just type no. Okay, Nancy and Daryl, a backlink. Here is my website. Okay? Here is my client's website, and if I click on my graphic, let's say of 5-star painting, okay, what opens up at the very, very top of the page? It'll be the 5-star painting website. Once again, I apologize for things being a little slow here. There it goes. The 5-star website. So I have a link on my website that when I click on it goes back to their website. And a backlink can be a piece of text. For instance, on the bottom of the 5-star Calgary Painting Company.ca website, I see this text over here. It says Calgary Marketing, and that goes back to my website and is a backlink to my website. And that is called a anchor text backlink. An anchor text backlink is a backlink that is actual text, which is a key phrase that when I click onto the key phrase, it goes back to a website. And the new rules for Google is you don't want to use the same anchor text over and over and over again. You want to have many different anchor text links. So you want to have Calgary Marketing, Calgary Marketing Company, Calgary Marketing, The Executive Edge, insert URL. So let's say I have my actual website address, which is executiveedge1.com with the HTTP and www. That is a website text link that goes back to my website. Alan Fine. So you want to have keyword and link diversification, which is very, very important with the brand new Google Panda updates. So anybody not heard of Panda update? It's when Google updated their algorithm. So give me a second. With Google updated their algorithm and started putting in more rules for ranking on page 1 of Google. So if you don't have any backlinks, Vanita, you will never rank on Google on page 1. It will be like having a billboard in your basement for your website. So those are the 3 things you need to have for ranking on page 1 of Google. Very, very important. You must have all 3. So lots of great backlinks. And then the rules of backlinks are the backlinks should be from sites with good PR, PR or higher, PR goes from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, as well as 2 other types of backlinks you want to get for yourself, which are .edu and .gov. .edu is from an educational website. Harvard. So here is the Harvard website. Okay, Bertha. Here is the Harvard website. And what does it say at the very end? Of the URL? It says .edu. Very, very, very important that you have backlinks from .edu and .gov. .gov are government websites. And so getting backlinks from these types of websites is very, very important. And usually the way you do it is you find blogs for .edu or .gov. So here is a blog for the Department of Energy in the US. And if you click on one of their blog posts, hopefully you'll see a comment section at the bottom of the blog post where you can post a comment and get a backlink in there. But there's a strategy I have for that. And in this case, these guys don't have comments in the bottom of their blog post. So here's one. Here's a great URL. Everybody copy this down or save it for themselves and go there and bookmark it. High page rank blog posts. Okay? So here is SBAA.gov community or corrections community or digital.gov. And hopefully this blog post, I believe, will have, let's see here, digital strategy or social media. Here's a good thing, social media. So if I'm on this blog post over here, let's just go, actually leave here, here's one comment here. Oh, okay, so leave comment, 5 comments. So people have gone on this blog post and they have created a blog post that has a backlink to their website. For instance, Hormingon Impresso goes to his website. Okay, so there's his blog post. There's his link to his website. And here's his website. Okay? So he has a .eu website, not edu, but .du website. So he got this guy here to leave his comment up there. And he got a backlink, which counts for his rankings on the internet. So, very, very important. So those are the 3 things you need to do to make sure you rank highly on Google for your website. Everybody understand that? Anybody not got that at all? Anybody have any questions about that at all? So you comment on high-ranking.edu or .gov website blogs to get a backlink, yes. Okay? And that is the formula for ranking on Google. That's the basic formula. There's a couple more things you can do for that, but I'm not going to go over that in this course here. So, next thing is, does your website content need refreshing? I have about 50 minutes left today. So, have you ever been on a website where the content is years old Is the content years old on your website? Do you have stuff on there from 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012 on there that you haven't updated in a long time? Nothing says unprofessional like old, stale, dated content. Not going to pick on anybody at all, but does everybody know what I mean? Everybody say yes? Let me ask you guys, what's your impression of a website where the content is dated years old? Type in your answer here. What do you think about a website? You're going to possibly, yeah, well, they're not a business probably, but do you think they're unprofessional? Will you call them up to hire them? Not top of game? Yeah. Maybe it's from 2012. That's okay. But anything earlier than that at all, you want to make sure that your information is always updated on the website. Very, very important. So, when's the last time that you guys went on your website and did a website audit of all the pages? Anybody do it recently? Yesterday, Nancy did it recently, last week. So only 2 of you went on recently in your websites. So make sure that you go on your website on a regular basis, and especially if you have anything on there that the date changes, like for instance, my webinar information. So you go on the webinar and you make sure your dates are changing all the time. If I had my May information on here and you guys went on there and saw my May information as opposed to my June information, wouldn't be very professional, would it? And it's a lot of work keeping the stuff up over here, right? So make sure your information on your website is always up to date. Okay? Next is, and we'll do this as the last informational thing today, let's give me a new website that we haven't done yet. So type in the website in there, not the websites we did for Market Samurai. Give me a new website address, please. Someone who said please beforehand, type your website address in here again. Modern rooms, bathrooms, okay? Okay, so we'll do 2 of them. We'll do modern rooms, bathrooms, and other one here. So here we go. So let's turn this off here. Let's click these 2 things off. But go back. Okay, so the profitable areas of a landing zone. So the first thing is headline. A headline is your web page's main source of power. Its job is to enroll, engage the reader, and to keep them reading. In order to do this, you need to understand the basis of suggestology and hypnotic copywriting. So suggestology and hypnotic copywriting is just this over here. All of you, think of the word whale. Are you all thinking of the word whale? Just type it in there. Type in yes if you're all thinking the word whale. Okay? Probably only a few of you, if any of you, saw this in your mind's eye. I bet you the majority of you, type in yes if you did, saw a picture of a whale or the sea in your mind's eye, right? I bet you only 1 or 2 of you saw the word, like I said think of the word whale. I bet you only 1 or 2 of you thought of W-H-A-L-E in your mind's eye. Therefore, people think in pictures. And the more descriptive you are, For instance, here, buy this shampoo. Or, hey, buy this luxurious shampoo that will make your hair bright, shiny, and silky smooth. Which sounds like a better shampoo? The first one or second one? So, very, very important, you use suggestology and hypnotic copywriting to hook the mind's eye. So there is no copy on modern bathrooms. Modern bathrooms supply contemporary and affordable bathroom vanities to designers, contractors, and homeowners throughout Metro Vancouver area. Do I have permission to speak freely? This is your website, Michelle? Whose website is this? Whose website is this? Michelle's. Okay, Michelle. So I have permission to speak freely. Not trying to embarrass anybody or make anybody feel bad here. That's not my goal. My goal is to help all of you. So, modern bathroom supplies, contemporary and affordable bathroom vanities to designers, contractors, and homeowners through Metro Vancouver and across Canada. Boring. Boring, boring, boring. Write this down, Michelle. And actually, maybe I'll type it out for you. Modernbathrooms.ca supplies beautiful, modern, and contemporary affordable bathroom vanities to designers and contractors and homeowners that will make your bathroom stand out and get your neighbors talking throughout Metro Vancouver and across Canada. Beautiful, outstanding, gorgeous, make your neighbors jealous, neighbors jealous, descriptive words that will engage and enroll your audience, as opposed to modern bathroom supplies, contemporary and affordable bathrooms, blah, blah, blah. Right? You understand what I mean? And once again, not trying to be mean at all here. Just trying to help here. All right? But everybody understands what I mean here, right? So, very, very important that you have more descriptive writing on the background that will really make your things pop. So what's the next website I was going to look at? Type your website address in here again. Someone said please. Type it in here again. Okay, so IPRO Communications. Okay, so you've said a couple times, Nancy. Let's do yours first. Okay. Ooh. Now you're given to oil and gas, so you can't be too fancy schmancy. But you know, so my best in bells. So what do you do exactly here? But what is investor relations services? Give me a little more background on what you do exactly. What is investor relations services? Alpha Gentle, yeah. So enables outstanding communication to shareholders IR Pro Communications provides outstanding communication services to shareholders and the investment community that will make your company look amazing and will communicate your message effectively and in a comprehensive way. As well as your slideshow is all about the companies you deal with, and what this says is this is all about you, as opposed to I would put on there cheering investors, maybe a picture of two people shaking hands with maybe someone holding a portfolio in one hand. So the whole thing is, it's not what you do, it's the benefit your clients receive from you, which is happy investors, satisfied shareholders. Everybody's happy. And I don't see any happy faces on here. All I see is pictures of different companies like Echelon Petroleum. As well as, the next thing is the contact number. So let's look on a few of these websites. Is your contact number on the front page? Yeah, here it is right here. That's good. Okay, is your contact number on the front of Modern Bathrooms? Yes, it is. That's good. Is your contact number on the front of Access Land Surveying Limited? No, it's not. Let's see here what else I have here as far as there it is. So what else we have? Van Creek Hotel. So is your phone number on the front page? Easily to find. So look at my front page. My phone number is right over here. You need your phone number to really pop out for your customers. So answer me this question. Anybody, everybody? Have you ever gone on a website and you found it challenging to be able to contact them? Has it ever happened to any of you? Make it easy for your clients to contact you. My email address and my phone number are on the front page of my website, staring you right in the face. So Vance Creek Hotel and Conference Center. So once again, the contact number should be right over here. Can you see my mouse moving around, everybody? Everybody see my mouse moving around in circles? Good, good. So right over here, big phone number, and as opposed to the email button, put your actual email address here. Okay? Big phone number under the search bar and email address, because your phone number is here, right? Have it on the front page. Anybody else's website? Pop another website in here, please, somebody. So, where's the phone number? Okay, right over here. I put the phone number in large right here. right under Adida Canada in big blue letters. Please call 416-292-5330. Legal publishing. So your template is having stuff go off template here, right? So I'm sure you are very, very professional, Diana. Make sure your website says that. Having your text come off the website template like it does doesn't say professional to me. As well as I want your email address and your phone number top, front, and center. I don't want to have to worry about contacting you because your contact information, your contact button is here, right? Want to have info and your phone number of your website right under legal publishing on the front page. That makes sense, Diana? Diana, makes sense to you? Diana? Okay, so let's do Betty's. Okay, there you go. So Knockstrom Digital Media, once again, looking at this off the bat, and also get rid of the site counter, Betty. Site counters went out about 10 years ago. So while I'm sure you personally are a semi-professional and a wonderful person, you don't want a site counter on your website. Oh, how popular can your website be? It only has 10,381 hits on there. Maybe you've been around 10 years. Okay? As well as right over here above the beautiful smiling girl, which is fantastic. Top, right over here, right beside the home button, I put the phone number and email address right here. Okay? So the next part is list building. So no autoresponder on the front page. 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 No autoresponder or phone number on the front page. Well, actually, here's the phone number. I put you, whose website is Access? Whose website is this? This is Daryl's website. Okay, Daryl, once again, I'd put your information up here a little bit higher. So you want to edit the graphic that you use for this, and maybe right below where it says British Columbia and Canada Land Surveyors, put your phone number and email address. Doesn't have to be clickable even. Just put it on there. That way it's very, very easy to find. Yeah, you have it on your front page over here, but I like it having top, front, and center, okay? As well as no autoresponder. So, once again, this is the autoresponder you guys should all buy. It is the ARP Reach autoresponder. That way, what do you mean, what would the autoresponder read as on my website? Oh, okay. What's your website again, Nancy? I'll tell you what it should got. Your thing should be IR Pro. Type the whole thing on here again. I just don't know if I can find it here. Put the whole website. Okay, irprocommunications.com. Okay, so, oh, there it is. Funny. Okay, so, oh, you already have one on here. You have your email news sign up here. Okay, but I would change the name of it to email news sign up. You know, does anybody want to sign up for Nancy's email newsletter? Yes, no, maybe. Not many do. You know why? Because sign up for my newsletter is boring. Change the copy to find out how you can have 100% increase in investor and customer satisfaction by following these simple 10 steps. Hey, quiet! So my dog's in my office here. Find out how you can have 100% increase in investor and customer satisfaction by following these simple 10 steps. And another strategy I have is bundle in a white paper or a PDF download with their first email that they get. So for Nancy's, that would be what she would have for Access Land Surveying. All right. Download our free report, $50 on what to know when choosing a land surveying company. For Vance Creek Hotels and Conference, sign up for our newsletter and receive a $25 gift certificate towards your first stay. Give me 2 more minutes, Sarah, and I'll finish off here, okay? So all of you need to follow the rules here for the 7 key elements of a profitable landing zone, and we'll pick us all up tomorrow, okay? Thank you very much for all of you coming today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I appreciate you being here. I hope you got some great information and great education. Let's be on 15 minutes early tomorrow. That way we all can start on time. Can everybody please agree to that? That we'll be on at 1:45 tomorrow? Just type in yes, please. And if you have any questions from today's webinar, you can call me right now. Insert phone, or email me your questions. I'll be here for another 45 minutes. Thank you very much today, everybody, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.